Good morning, everyone. I am running quite a bit late today. I woke up in the middle of the night, went to the bathroom, didn't know what time it was, went right back to sleep, slept through my alarm, and there's a good chance I had it turned down, so yeah, I'm running way behind. That's why I'm just laying out cards. We're going to get ready to read here in just a minute. If you weren't at the Basic Experts live stream, we missed you. Perhaps we'll see you on the next one, next Monday perhaps. If you don't know what it is we do in there, we talk about RPGs, we talk about just the things that we kind of experienced and went through, what we like, stuff like that. And we get to watch John Torres make very, very pretty pictures. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna tilt that. There we go, just like that. There we are. That looks better to me, anyway. And here on this channel, we do tarot. And of course, occasionally talk about tabletop RPGs. Not much to really report on that front, but I will say this, I do have a little quick story. So yesterday, I am at the frayed ends of my sanity. It's time for my break, so I grab an Arizona, and that's the tea, by the way. I grab one of those, and I head outside. I'm listening to Conan the Barbarian, and I decide to check my Twitter. I don't get notifications like that zing you heard just now. Instead, what I do is I'll just go into the app, and then I'll see what I need to read, and I'll go check it out. But there was a direct message in there, and I decided to check it out. And it was from Venger Satanis, who also has a YouTube channel, who wrote the Chalt series of RPG books, and there were a couple messages in there. One of them just said, "Hi." And the one right after that was, that hi was from my daughter. I was having a pretty rough day, and his daughter just deciding to say hi kind of picked me back up, carried me through the rest of the day, and I shot a picture of me tipping my cowboy hat to her and saying, just letting Venger know to say, tell her I said howdy. It was really sweet. So Venger, if you're watching this, you got some good kids, man. Anyway. Let's say we get right back down to this bad boy on Straight Tarot Tuesday. Starting with you. It is a Knight of Swords in reverse. So, we know that Knight of Swords is very quick, fast action. In fact, it's almost rash. And that's what we're getting a little caution here. Think before you act. Okay? That's a very simple way to put it. It's one of those meanings that that I can personally relate to, especially after yesterday. It's, really think before you act. Before you squeeze the trigger on that action. Just kind of make sure you're looking around, make sure you're getting all the angles on it. But at the same time, these are going to be some stormy times, and there's also a little bit of ignorance here. So you don't know what you don't know. Make sure you know it before you go rushing in. Okay. Going with the mind, we have a 4 of Swords, we have a 10 of Coins, and we also have an 8 of Cups. So Have a look at that Four of Swords there. It's in reverse, which means we've heard the term "no rest for the wicked," no rest for the weary. Definitely no rest for either of them. Right now, we're not looking at a time of rest. We're looking at a time of, we really do need to take a step back. We need the action of today. The action of today secures our place for family and abundance. But it has to be thoughtful action now. This can't be, quick snap judgments. And then we also have this Eight of Cups here, which the Eight of Cups, you can see that there's choice involved. But this is about kind of like moving on. This Eight of Cups in Rider-Waite tarot. This is someone kind of walking away. So we do need to kind of walk away from. We need to move on from that, which is kind of like, because we do need to step out of our comfort zone. Seek out some unknown possibilities. Get into those wide open spaces, whether literally or figuratively. And trust that call, trust that pull towards another direction. It makes a lot of sense. Right now you're really kind of tired. I know we're all kind of tired, we're all kind of beat up, mentally, emotionally, maybe even physically, but right now we really need that. We need that strength to keep moving. We need to keep in mind that our actions do have consequences, whether good or bad, and we really just kind of need to go from there. Okay, moving on to the physical. We have a Five of Coins. We have the Lovers in reverse. And we have an Ace of Cups in reverse. So, right now, kind of feeling a little left out in the cold, huh? Yeah, I know. But this is what happens. You're going to have to dissolve some partnerships right now. And what this says to me is that you have some partnerships that are particularly not good for you. And right now you're actually kind of better on your own. This is what I'm seeing that we're moving on from. And your wealth could just be in the realm of your sanity. Hey, guess what? Sometimes you got to quit that job. Sometimes you gotta quit that relationship with that person. And it could just be for the sake of your own mental health. It could be physical or emotional and physical tend to follow those. You know what I mean? Now the problem with your Ace of Cups here, the outcome in the physical, you're gonna feel pretty empty. You're gonna feel a little emptied out, especially after you've dissolved that partnership, whatever it is, whatever that looks like to you. And the reason you're going to, and this I can tell you quite a few stories about this. Being on the internet since the 1990s, I can tell you right now, I've come to look at it this way, and I know this is going to sound horrible, but believe me, I'm just speaking truth here, and I'm only speaking from my experience. Every home on the internet was temporary, still is. Every person you meet on the internet, you're not really going to stay friends with forever. This isn't BFFs everywhere. Some people, they're with you, in your story. Some people come in for only a second. Some people leave very poorly, others leave very gracefully. Some people come right back in. Some people do stick around though. And it's important that you learn from every one of those relationships along the way. The same thing happens in real life, people. The same thing happens in real life. There's not, whenever that relationship ends, you're going to be like, now what do I do? It happens all the time. You're going to have that big empty space that you're going to have to try to fill. I say don't fill it just yet. Let's have a look at the spiritual, shall we? We've got a Hanged One in reverse. We've got a Ten of Swords, and we have a Two of Swords in reverse. Now, a Hanged Man or Hanged One is usually hanging there at peace. But right now there is no inner peace. It's quite the opposite. There's going to be a lot of inner turmoil. There's going to be more after you're done. That's okay. It's okay to have that inner turmoil. You're going to be searching a lot of thoughts and a lot of emotions, and feeling a little empty. And it's kind of like, well, now what do I do? Remember the line that came from Tyler Durden in the movie Fight Club. It's only when you've lost everything that you're free to do anything. Something to think about. Feeling a little betrayed? Because that's what this card represents to me. Trust me on one thing. Whenever that relationship ends, and since the Lover's in reverse is taking kind of center stage here, no pun intended, this is that time to kind of think about, what did you learn from that experience? And we're looking at that Ten of Swords. Did you learn what to look for in other people? Do you know how to better read them now? Do you know, and I hate to even use this term, but do you know what warning signs to look for? That someone might not really be good for you. Because that's something that you need to take into account. Because I'm going to tell you this much right now, that choice isn't yours. But it's still going to cut both ways, no matter what's going on, because keeping that toxic person in your life is going to be very damaging. Losing that toxic person in the short term is going to feel pretty damaging, but we're thinking, we're playing the long game here, not the short game. So getting that, kind of excising that person out of your life, kind of extricating them, means that, remember, yesterday we had that what was it, the Balsamic Moon card, I think, which was, it's time to heal. And this is why you have somebody just sitting there giving you death by 1,000 cuts, and you're not even really, you don't realize it, and it's leaving you out in the cold with your friends. And right now, as much as you think you need rest, what you really need is the support of that family right here, of the people that love and care about you more than anything. So, real quick to sum up, it's time to really get your head straight. Getting your head straight is going to be the thing that runs everything today. As long as your head is straight, you will eventually get that respite you need. Rely on those that really genuinely care about you and want to see you do well. Move on from those damaging relationships that are leaving you out in the cold with your family right now. They're leaving you out in the cold with the people that truly support and love and care about you. And that can leave you feeling pretty empty. You're going to be feeling that anyway. So it's better to feel empty with that person out of your life, at least for now. And then this is a warning sign right here that you need to get your sense of inner peace back, because that betrayal is cutting pretty deeply. Only it wasn't your choice, it was theirs. Are we kind of understanding how that's moving now, how that flows, what that looks like? It could be your job, it could be your romantic partner, it could be just someone in your life, and it's time for them to go. Today is the best day for it. Don't make any rash decisions. Think it through. And if that person or that thing, whatever it is badgering you, tell them, hey, I'm going to take a minute I got some things I need to think about. And then just walk away. Walk away. Get yourself away from the situation if you can. You know, go to a separate room, have a little bit of a meltdown. You know, whatever it is you got to do to kind of purge that, empty that cup. So that, hey, you know what? You know what they say about an empty cup? You can always fill it again. Can't get your time back, but you can definitely get something better out of it, right? You can. I believe in you. I think you're going to do just fine. So, with that being said, there won't be a post-credit scene today. There will be a card pull on High Notes. I hope to see you there. Just remember, this is Raven saying I love you all. Take care of yourselves and each other. Always do what lights you up. And as always, shine on.